You were saying
What?
about your relationship.
Oh. Well, no relationship is perfect. You understand.
I know you feel that way, Miss Chimera. But for me to get to know you better, if you wouldn't mind revealing them to me.
Oh, I don't know. Seems like such a waste, really.
Enlighten me, please. I'm here to listen, Miss Chimera. In most cases, it helps to talk about it.
Well, all right. If you really think it'll help. And please, call me Diana.
You can call me Rob.
You don't mind if my son, Randall, sits in with us, do you? He's Mommy's little angel. Aren't you, darling?
I can go if you want, Mother. I don't have to be here if I'm gonna be in the way.
Don't be silly, sweetheart. You're never in the way. You know how much Mommy loves spending time with you.
Well, if that's something that helps you, Diana, I don't guess if there's no real reason why he can't stay.
Randall's mature for his age. Aren't you, darling?
Mother, jeez.
Such a level-headed boy.
Mother.
So, Diana, take me back then to where it started.
I suppose it started with my first husband, Elliot Pound. The trouble was, I was mature and level-headed about things, and he was just, well, a man. So really, what could you expect? For heaven's sake, Elliot, you don't have to be like that about it.
No. How should I be then? I can't keep up with you.
I never expected you to keep up with me. Men never can.
Men? Do you have any idea how that makes me feel?
Elliot, darling, try and be an adult about this. Think of all the awful things I did for you. Debasing myself, lowering my standards. You made me do such disgusting things.
You think that having sex is lowering your standards. How does that even work?
It worked because it's outlived its usefulness. But I recognize it had to be done. I wasn't a child when I accepted that you had needs that had to be met if we were ever going to get anywhere with each other. So I gritted my teeth and I dove in.
You were faking it the whole time.
Of course. What woman doesn't? And no, I wasn't doing that all the time. Maybe recently, yes, but not in the beginning. I truly enjoyed my orgasms, some of which you even gave me. But now that we are bound by marriage, I simply feel we should drop all pretenses, face a few facts. And I have to admit, I am pretty sick and tired of your bedroom kabuki theater.
Thank you very much. So what you're saying is our sex life is over.
Bravo. Comes the dawn. And I think I expressed myself exceedingly well, Mr. Elliot Pound. Short, to the point, and honest.
Jesus. I'm getting screwed because you're too good to get fucked.
just such babies in grown-up hairy bodies. Hot-headed, irrational, prone to tantrums.
You tricked me. You tricked me into marrying you.
No, darling, that's not what happened. Most women understand that the promise of sex is part of the mating ritual. I would have thought someone as educated as yourself would have known that.
Can you stop with the condescending bullshit? You seduced me into marrying you.
To be crude about it, yes. But you just love crude things, don't you? All the grotesque self-abasement you had me do just to get you to walk me down the aisle. Well, you're not really catching up at all, darling, are you?
I thought you loved me, Diana.
Now you're getting a little ahead of things. Look, Elliot, I have had afternoons on washing machines that I have loved more than you, and they certainly gave me better orgasms. There's nothing to get excited about here. It's done all the time. You're an excellent provider. And for that, Randall and I are truly grateful.
What are you getting at?
Poor, foolish Elliot. What I'm getting at is that if you just do what I tell you to do and don't cause a fuss, then you and I can have a very happy marriage together. Remember? Happy wife, happy life. And I am very happy. So why shouldn't you be?
Do you ever think about me? What I want?
Oh, that ceased to matter a long time ago, Elliot.
Do you ever hear yourself? How ridiculous you are? How crazy? Do you? Do you ever hear yourself?
Yes, dear. I certainly do. Now be a dear and freshen my drink, won't you?
And how did it end?
Strangely, it just ended. You liked Elliot, didn't you, darling?
He took me fishing.
I'm sure you had fun, darling.
What do you mean by it just ended?
After that, the next day, for whatever reason, he was just gone. Flew the coop. And no one has heard anything from him since.
That must have put you in quite a bind.
You're telling me. For all anybody knows, he's still alive and kicking up his heels in Tahiti. Meanwhile, I'm left high and dry without a penny. You know it takes 7 years for a missing husband just to be declared dead before you can even think of inheriting anything.
So, not even any life insurance then?
No. But life does go on, and you have to live. So guess what? I lived. I suppose you could say I'm an old-fashioned kind of gal. I like a man who takes care of a woman. A man who understands chivalry and will actually do things for a woman. Open doors, pull out chairs.
Pay her bills?
Well, Why not? Women have taken up with men for that reason all through history. A woman can still be her best self, independent, and still get help and support from her mate. This is it. This is my house.
Honey, it's a dump.
Oh, please, Hank. It belongs to me. It's my very own, and I so long to keep it.
You're telling me you want me to pay 2 mortgages as part of my monthlies?
Now, Henry, you know I'm not asking you for that.
Sounds like it to me.
But if you did, my sweet darling Henry, I promise I will make you deliriously happy. But over the course of a few months, sadly, things changed.
Mommy, may I please be excused?
No, you'll sit and eat.
Mommy?
Of course, my love.
Not in my house. He'll sit and eat first. Rule number 1, Diana, we don't waste food.
Henry, my special hunk of a man. If Randall isn't hungry, he isn't hungry. He can be excused.
Diana, I'm busting my ass day in and day out so we can have it good. The boy needs to learn and appreciate a good home-cooked meal like this. It don't come free, you know.
Mommy, I'm tired of him.
What did you say?
If Randall wants to leave the table, that's what he'll do.
Mommy?
Yes, darling. Of course you can leave.
No, he stays!
Randall, go to your room. Go to your room. Mommy will be there in a minute.
Christ, no wonder the kid's such a putz.
What did you say? How dare you say that about my son?
Well, it's the goddamn truth. You spoil him, and it's gonna come back and bite you in the ass when you least expect it.
You take that back right now!
If I was his father, I'd have knocked some sense into him. Discipline's what that kid needs.
A child needs the affection of his mother.
Yeah, go to your little mommy's boy. Fucking freak.
That was the night he left you?
Yet another flake who simply bailed on me, disappeared into thin air. A damn deserter. Roger, please don't. I'm sure she didn't.
Get out of here!
He won't be little forever.
And you never found out what happened to him?
No, I never did. But really, why should I bother? I'm not the kind of woman that goes chasing after a man who plainly doesn't want her anymore.
And he also left you high and dry. I mean, financially.
Oh, no, not at all. He made all of his accounts joint. So not only did I have money to pay off the mortgage, but there was enough left over for upkeep on the house, to make improvements, to make the house sellable. You know, just in case.
So there was a silver lining.
At least.
He was a real wet rag.
Randall, we never speak ill of anyone. Not anyone. That's just bad manners.
Sorry.
He really is a good boy.
He's a little shit is what he is, and I'm not paying the tuition.
He's just a little high-spirited is all. They all are at this age. It's a good sign. It means he has leadership skills.
Oh, is it leadership skills to blow up a toilet? Is it a good sign that he dissected his own cat for biology class?
Don't get upset, Seymour. Boys do these kinds of things.
Oh, and I'm here for what precisely? To pay his tuition so he can learn how to use an automatic rifle? You seriously want to put firearms in that kid's fidgety hands? Have you lost your fucking mind?
Don't stress so much, Seymour. Remember what the doctor said about a possible pulmonary embolism?
Yeah, and I suppose you thought showing me this letter might help avoid that possibility?
No, darling. I thought you could help Randall from being expelled. You're a brilliant lawyer. All you have to do is do what you do best.
Thought you said what I do best is that thing I do in the bedroom.
Oh. Well, that too. But the other best thing you do is argue. You can do that for me. Please?
What happened then?
You have sitting before you a graduate of the Aaron Burr Military Preparatory Academy.
Semper Fi.
I thought that was the Marines.
Same difference. How about Ororint dum metuant?
What does that mean?
Don't fuck with me.
Language, Randall. Please.
Sorry, Mother.
So, as you can see, I try. And no matter how hard I try, the men in my life are always unhappy, always ungrateful, always a problem,
And he left you too.
as usual.
And financially, he left you holding the bag.
Oh, no, I was truly lucky there. For tax purposes, he put all of his investment accounts and his savings and his escrow accounts in my name. So I won't even have to wait until he's declared dead.
Do you think he's actually dead, Diana?
Who knows? And didn't I tell you this already? I never go chasing after men.
I thought you were still married. What about your current husband?
It's truly sad. If this wasn't real life, you would think it was a sitcom. But yet, another one. Kaput. He was the worst ever, and such a risk I took with him. My mother told me, never waste your womanhood on an actor. And what did I do? I had to go ahead and marry an actor. When will I learn? You should be in a home, John.
No, I want to die here, Diana. At home.
Christ. Well, I hope it's quick. I mean that in a kind way. You understand.
My son really loves you.
Really? Well, he better start showing it.
What's the matter, honey?
Don't honey me. You need to ask him, Frank.
Diana, we've been over this. I can't ask my father to buy us a house in the state he's in.
But you have no problem seeing me wash him and feed him? My patience is starting to run thin, Frank.
I'm doing the best I can under the circumstances, all right? My agent says it's just a matter of time until I get my big break.
Right. Ever since we got married, all you keep telling me about is your big break. But all you ever land are bit parts and background work. As an extra, do you really think that your acting career is going to take off at this point? Well, let me break it to you, Frank. You're just not that talented.
What a shitty thing to say.
Well, you can't candy cotton the truth, Frank. And I want a house. Someplace of our own. Somewhere where Randall can feel safe.
I just have to ration my savings, all right? We just need to be frugal in the meantime, that's all. When my father dies, things will be different. I promise.
Words are cheap, Frank. Just because I made the mistake of marrying an actor, now I have to start using mine and Randall's money. You're such a disappointment. You turned out to be such a drag. I thought you were so smart when I first met you. But I had to learn the hard way, per usual.
So, because it's gonna take a while for me to become what you consider rich, you can't love me and stick by me in the meantime?
God, let's not put it that way. It sounds so heartless. And you know I love you, don't you?
You say you love me, but you're threatening to leave me over the amount of time it's taken me to get my inheritance. And you've never been to a single one of my performances. Not one.
Oh, darling, you know how I feel about play acting. There's far too much of that in life already.
Yeah, I'm starting to believe that. I'm starting to think, hands down, you're the greatest actress I've ever seen.
And that was that?
And that was that.
And how did he leave?
Yet another mystery. Oh, why am I plagued with these men of mystery and their silly little games?
Did he just walk out on you too?
On everything. He never showed up to that night's performance of A Streetcar Named Desire. He was going to play Stanley. And no one has heard anything from him since.
And you moved on.
My divorce hasn't gone through. There's still the little matter of him never showing up in court. But yes, I have moved on. A shark has to keep on swimming or it dies. I like to think I'm like that.
Oh, I like to think that you like that too, Diana.
Are we done?
Miss Chimera, do you know why we're here? Your husbands didn't just up and leave you. They are dead. Dead!
You did say that at the beginning, but I didn't have to believe you then, and I don't now.
Miss Chimera, you are under arrest for the murders of Elliot Pound, Henry Wosley, Seymour Trollope, and Frank Belarophatis.
How ridiculous. I won't believe you.
Each one met with the same sort of murder, pierced through the heart, probably with an ice pick.
This is insane. Randall, don't pay attention to them, lovey.
We got everything that we need, Diana, except for the murder weapon. But we'll find that too, so you might as well tell us where it is.
Would you like me to handcuff her now, Detective?
Yes.
This is ridiculous.
Stand up, put your hands behind your back. Come on.
I won't. I haven't done anything. I don't know anything about any ice pick.
Tell them you didn't do anything.
Don't worry, darling. Mommy's not gonna leave you ever. I love you. I love you. I'm innocent. I'm innocent, I tell you.
Come on, lady.
Get her the hell out of here.
Randall.
Are you gonna be okay, son? If you need anything at all, please call me. Okay?
You have fun today, kid? It's called coming of age, kid. Get used to it.
You won't be little forever.
I swear, Johnny, if she don't get her fucking shit together, I'm gonna throw her ass out on the goddamn street. And that delinquent kid of hers. Yeah, you know I would.
Lights out.
Why? It's not late.
Hey, as long as I'm paying your fucking tuition, you'll do exactly as I fucking say. Got me?
Hey, kid. This isn't what it looks like.
No thanks. I think I'll be just fine.